Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of United Talks Podcast. That was a disastrous defeat. It was even more disastrous than the scoreline looks. The scoreline actually flatters to deceive, and the question still stands: where do we go from here? Because how can you, Manchester United, lose to a 10-man Newcastle? How? 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 That's the thing. How? Newcastle were better on the day. You look at the momentum, forget about the possession. Possession is meaningless if we can't make something out of it. Possession is meaningless if we can't make something out of it. They scored a pen at 45 plus 6, right? Why Bruno is making such a tackle, I may never understand. But yeah, quite all right. He's coming back to help. He's coming back to help. So you had because Newcastle, all they did was use pace and counter, aggressive. We still couldn't capitalize on the transition. Like, so many things went wrong in that game. We were lethargic, they stifled us, and then they pressed us on the counter. So it's going to be like super frustrating to actually try to analyze this game in the best way that one can. Like, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? What next now? Yeah, quite all right, we're third. Someone says, oh, don't complain, we're third. We were supposed to win every game until the end of the season. Yeah, you might say, oh, how are we supposed to win every game until the end of the season? Blah, 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 blah. What do we do? Where do we go from here? How are we supposed to win? I knew that this loss was supposed to come along the line and everything. But we shouldn't be losing on the day that Villa dropped points, the same day that Man City dropped points. We cannot be losing. We should be drawing closer to Manchester City, at least by 6 points. Why? See, trust me, guys, it was a tough defeat to take. Like, I literally had to hold my breath for a few minutes to catch my breath so that I can actually be able to break down this game. And it was a good audition for Sandro Tonali to actually, show that, he can play in this Manchester United side. Pretty much. Because Man United are interested in him. And they were without their key players. They were without Bruno Guimaraes. You look at the lineup. Yeah, quite alright. Pretty strong. Same lineup as the last game. Same starting lineup. Barring Nuzai Majraoui. Majraoui, Yoro, Maguire, and Shaw were in the lineup. Then you had Mbeumo and Casemiro. And then you also had Mbeumo, Fernandes, Cunha, and then Šeško up top. What's stopping this team from beating a Newcastle that started with a 4-3-3 with Joelinton, Tonali, and Ramsey in the middle? They just used space. They even removed Barnes. Elanga as well had a good game on the day, albeit unproductive because he didn't score. Anthony Gordon, who is not a striker, was used as a striker. Still, he couldn't be contained. He couldn't be defended. And there were so many factors that could have affected this game that I thought that Michael Carrick could have seen. You don't bring Dalot from the bench. Dalot has had a good run of games. Put him on. Start him. It is when he has tired out from running against Barnes and Gordon, then you can now bring on Majraoui. Plays Majraoui, he gets his first start, he gets injured. You didn't need to overthink it. These guys have had good days of rest. Before the last game, we had 7 days. After last game, we had 3 days. Just play the team, man. Yeah, I thought Shaw was ill. But Shaw played and was outpaced several times. Got a yellow card. Mbeumo out the game. Outpaced several times. Couldn't make anything out of attack. Misplaced crosses. What about the midfield? In the first half, at least for the first 20 minutes, the midfield was non-existent barring Casemiro and Bruno, who had to drop back. There was Menu. I was already beginning to see some positives with regards to like how many played and everything in between. I was just kind of like keeping an open mind to see, okay, maybe he can come up with the goods as well. And then obviously him getting subbed at the 76th minute meant that he wasn't doing something right. Meant that the thing that he was supposed to do, he wasn't doing. What was that? What was that? This is so disappointing. This is the one of the most disastrous. If maybe Everton wasn't that bad, because obviously we got one over them. This is disastrous. You're one man down, you went up, and then you went down again. You've dropped points again. Oh man, who are we to blame? The manager, like we outnumbered them in midfield. Yeah, quite all right, because you had Cunha dropping into the mid. You had Cunha trying to make things happen on the left. But Mbeumo, nothing on the right. 1 goal in 6. But yeah, everything is going to be hiding because we're winning. Oh, this is so disappointing. I'm trying so hard to kind of hold my emotions so I don't kind of rant and stuff. But the truth is, it's disappointing. It's hard. It's hard to accept. It's hard to take. It's hard to just kind of make something out of this. It's hard to bring myself to understand why we're losing to a 10-man Newcastle. 10-man Newcastle. Why? It's disappointing. It's absolutely disappointing. There was nothing that didn't happen. 61st minute, he brought on Dalot. 61st minute, he brought on Ugarte, who had a decent game, by the way. 61st minute, 76th minute, he brought on Ahmad. We needed pace. You bring on Dalot, yes, that's pace. Bring on Ahmad early so he can get a chance to press on. This is second game running. Ahmad is sitting on the bench. Xerxes, okay, had an impact, had some shots and stuff. Terry Malacia, obviously, was a forced substitution. And guess what? He was the one that couldn't defend Osula. Bring him down outside the box. Keep the draw first. Oh, man. What the heck? This was absolutely disappointing. And obviously, he had no one else to bring on. Tyler Fletcher, Gordon Kukonki, Aiden Heaven. But nobody's going to talk up, because if this happened under Ruben Amorim, people are going to come for him. If he was playing a 4 at the back, that would have said, oh, why have 4 defenders on the pitch? That's the question they're going to ask. What happened to taking off one defender and bringing on Ahmad and overload the attack, throw the kitchen sink at them? But Michael Carrick had 4 defenders on the pitch all the time. All the time. Even when under Ruben Amorim, Ahmad is technically not a defender. But they say, oh, why have 3 centre-backs? Why have 5 players on the pitch, 5 defenders? Now, why have 4 defenders when you're chasing the game, or you're trying to win a game, or trying to throw the kitchen sink at them, knowing fully well that they have the pace, and then obviously if they catch you on the counter, they're going. This is bad. This is bad. You still threw the kitchen sink and still lost. This is. I said this, yeah. I said this, not knowing who the next manager was going to be. I said the next manager better win every game. He's won every game up until this point. Won every game up until this point, barring the West Ham game. You come to a Newcastle, it is expected that you will beat them. Even if it's 1-0, 2-1, just get the result and move on. We play horribly and still don't get the result. This is bad. This is bad. Let's go to the stats. The game ended 45% ball possession to Newcastle to 55%. I mean, in the second half, there was a certain point, 10-man Newcastle had 69% ball possession. We still couldn't get out of first gear, let alone second gear. We're still in reverse. Look at some point, we had 0 attempts in the second half after 10 minutes into the second half. 0 attempts. Now, 45% ball possession to 55% Man United. 2.22 expected goals to 1.28. We didn't just do well. 12 shots from Newcastle to 14 from Man United. Shots on target, 5 each. Big chances, 2. Man United, 4. We missed 3 big chances. 3. Newcastle missed only 1. Passing, 377. Who cares? 82%. To 288, 77%. Accurate passing for Newcastle. Fouls committed, Newcastle 15, Man United 14, and Man United 16. We had 4 corners. Nothing came out of it. I thought we're supposed to be the next best thing when it comes to set pieces. They had only 2 corners, right? They didn't bother even pressing the goalkeeper at any point. This is disappointing. They outplayed us, manhandled us, did everything necessary to put us out of our misery. Considering the last 5 games, or pretty much last 10 games or thereabout, we've had a better share of victories over Newcastle. We've had a better share of victories over Newcastle. We beat them 1-0 the last time. They beat us 4-1 the last time. After that, in April 2025, we beat them. They beat us 2-0. So in the last 4 games, we've won twice. And in the last 5 games, we've won twice and lost 3 times. That is, bro. Disappointing. Absolutely disappointing. Absolutely disappointing. And this is all on everyone. And I've been saying this. This is all on everyone. Not even Michael Carrick alone. Everybody needs to hold themselves accountable. You had enough time to rest before the last 2 games. Enough time to work in the gym and work things out and work out a plan to deal with Newcastle's paces. They knew that they could outpace us. Why do you go and start Nuzai Majraoui? Even if you have to start Luke Shaw, put Dalot, then bring on Majraoui later to make an impact. Why? He was visibly struggling against Gordon. When he was moved to the other side, he still struggled against Elanga. Why? It's disappointing. Anyway, we've looked at the stats. We're going to look at quickly the player rating. From the goalkeeper, St. Lamens, we start with St. Lamens. He gets a 6.5 from me. 3 saves and concedes 2 goals. Couldn't have done anything about the goal. It was a drop of the shoulder, and that was it. Anytime they shoot a shot like that against him, they always get to score. He seldom would. He would save some, but let some in. Concedes 2 goals, one through a penalty and the other through a worldie. Same. 2 saves in the box, 1 through, 7 recoveries, 2 high claims, 35 touches in total. Next player is Leny Yoro, 6.5 as well. Played the full 90 minutes. Yeah. Offensive contributions, 6. The rest, big chances missed, 1. That one, I'm not going to blame him for that one, because he tried what he could to get that chance. But yeah, this is 54 touches in total. Next person is Harry Maguire. Played the full 90 minutes, had 62 touches, was involved, was even moved forward as an auxiliary striker. Yeah, defensive contributions, 4, couldn't defend to save our lives. Yeah, next person, Luke Shaw, 6.0, poor performance today. Struggled against the pace of Elanga. 34 touches in total, didn't make any chance whatsoever. Defensive contributions, 4. Casemiro stood up tall today. Before we go to Casa, let's look at Nuzai Majraoui. Nuzai Majraoui, 6.5 again. Poor game. Was being outpaced, outgunned. Got injured, came off in the 85th minute. Struggled, right? Defensive contributions. Touches, 62. Defensive contributions, 5. On the day we have poor defensive contributions, that's the day we lose. It's hard. It's hard to do, man. Next player is Casemiro. Stood up tall, made things happen, especially for the time he played. He played 61 minutes, lowest touches, 49. He gets a 7.5 from me. Scored the goal for the fact that he scored the goal. Made things happen. Touches, 49. Defensive contributions, 8. Better than all the defenders. None of the defenders got more than 5 defensive contributions. Mbeumo. I tried to keep an open mind, but he was the worst of the lot in the mid. Was getting outrun several times, losing the ball several times. 6.5. 76 minutes played. 45 touches. Was visibly tired. Started the game really heavy. He looks very heavy and leggy. The entire team was just leggy. Leggy and leggy and leggy and leggy. 91% pass accuracy. I mean, those ones were passes to the side and to the side. Created no chances today. No chances. Okay. Was dispossessed twice. 2 passes into the final third. Okay. Bryan Mbeumo, worst of the lot too. 6.5. Poor game today. Fouled. Got a yellow card. Played 77 minutes. Struggled to find the pace. Defensive contributions 5. Kobe Mainoo's defensive contributions, by the way, 6. And then a 34-year-old Casemiro has 8. Yes, someone might say, oh, it's defensive midfielder. But also, do your own job too. As a CM, you can defend and you can attack. Doesn't mean that you stay up top. Only Bruno has the license to not defend because he's an AM. Disappointing. Absolutely disappointing. Bruno Fernandes all over the pitch, caused the penalty, gets an 8.0. Top performer as well today. Created the assist. As always. Defensive contributions. Exactly what I'm saying. Bruno is an AM, attacking midfielder. He has 11 defensive contributions. Bro. This is bad. 3 tackles, 1 clearance, 1 headed clearance, 1 interception, 6 recoveries. Was dribbled past twice. But had 11 defensive contributions. Next person, Mateusz Cunha. 7.5. Okay game. Was trying to make things happen, but was a bit lethargic as well. Trippier had the best of him in the first half. And yeah. Defensive contributions from Cunha again. 9. Okay. Ground duels, 1. 10 of 15. Aerial duels, 1. 7 of 11. Still did well in his duels. 7.5 rating for Cunha. Šeško, non-existent today. 25 touches in total, gets a 6.0. 14 of 15 accurate passes, 93%, most accurate passer in the team. But then, what are you going to say? Right? Where has the passes gone to? 2 shots were blocked. Yeah, defensive contributions 1. Next person, Diogo Dalot, came on, didn't make anything happen. 6.0, 29 minutes played, 27 touches in the game, 85% pass accuracy, 17 of 20. Defensive contributions, none. It came when we were playing 1-1. Manuel Ugarte, thought he had a decent game today, 6.5. 27 touches, he had 5 defensive contributions, and yeah, just had a decent cameo. 2 of 3 ground duels, 1, 67%. Took part in only 1 air duel and lost it. Next is Ahmad, 6.0. Didn't make stuff happen. Obviously, too little minutes, man. Had only 7 touches. Played 14 minutes. Nothing to happen. 6 of 600%. Those were passes that he passed in. Defensive contributions 1. Poor game. Next person on our list, Joshua Zirkzee. Good game again today. Had a shot that was only threatening. Had only 11 touches. Are they going to clamor for Joshua Zirkzee to start the next game? Mind you, the next game should be in 11 days. That's absolute. Oh man. Played 13 minutes. Had 1 defensive contribution. Successful dribbles 100%. Accurate dribbles. Accurate crosses 100%. Accurate long balls 100%. Defensive contributions 1, and that was the recoveries. Ground duels 1 of 100%. Malasia, worst of the lot as well. Nothing to report. We'll move. Yeah, this is absolutely disappointing, man. Yeah, I couldn't even bring myself to talk about the game. But you know what? When the dust settles, we'll do an analysis of what we've learned, and then we can analyze. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comment section. This is disappointing and heartbreaking, man. Who are we to blame now? Who is to blame? That's why disaster has struck. Disaster has struck. It's what it is, isn't it? Let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you haven't already, please do like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't have to miss anything as relates to Matchday. I'll see you on the next one. Take care, goodbye, and God bless.